because we were all friends, and we won the Southern California championship. And then Bill and I both went in the service, but they sent us to different ways. In those days, they didn't want relatives or friends to be together, so they wouldn't put you in the same place.
You were a ball player. That's right. Yeah.
And so they didn't want us in the service. They split us up. Then when we came back from the service, I went to play ball for a year or two, and then Bill was working for Technicolor Studios, and they had a fast-pitch softball team. So he was the catcher on the team, and he managed it. And I didn't go to work for Technicolor, but I played center field for him.
Wow.
And I'd hurt my arm pitching, and I couldn't pitch, but the softball, I could throw it from the outfield all right. So we won the Southern California championship there, and then I went into radio, and Bill won the state championship the next year. Then I got to Fresno. Bill came up to Fresno just before I left, and we were friends all the way through. And then when I came to the Giants, we went in spring training into Fresno, and we're broadcasting a game, and Bill came in, and I introduced him to Russ, and Bill did an inning, and Russ liked it. So the next year, Bill was up working with us.
I loved all three of you guys. Now, is Bill no longer with us?
No, he passed away, I don't know the way time goes, I think it was 4 years ago.
Well, you know you are a legend, and you've got a real strong broadcasting voice. You always did, and it's a beautiful baritone voice. Did you ever sing?
No, I can't sing on key.
Mm-hmm.
I love to sing because I know all the words to the songs. And when I was broadcasting the A's games, everything would bring up words to a song to me. So I'd say, so one guy wrote and said, "Do you know all the songs?" Because
you know the words.
Yeah, I know the words, but I couldn't put them to music.
I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
With all your great with the A's, mostly with the Giants, and then 49er football, what is your biggest thrill that you witnessed as a broadcaster? I mean, it's probably too much, but if you could just say, "Wow, I can't believe I'm here."
Well, the biggest broadcast I ever did was in the 1960 Winter Olympic Games. Franklin Muley was our producer in football and baseball. We went to he got the rights to the English-speaking radio work. So a group of us went up, including Russ, and we went up and we did the broadcasts of the games, and then we did a complete recap at the end of the day. Well, one of the things that we did is we broadcast the hockey games, and I broadcast the hockey games in that year, 1960. The U.S. for the first time beat the Russians, and for the first time won the gold medal.
Wow.
And so I got to broadcast that.
That's fantastic.
But the thing that's amazing to me is all you hear about is the 1980 team. They talk about how great that was that they did, and it was great.
Right.
Except for the fact they were the second one that did it. If I were on that 1960 team, I'd really feel
that was
I'd feel that people weren't giving me the credit that was due. But
that's true.
It was the most fantastic sporting event I've ever been at. The crowd was so unbelievably in it, and it was almost like electricity. I mean, it was just sensational.
And when you reflect on your career, you got such a sharp memory of everything that you've done. What about this in the broadcast booth in Candlestick Park, or broadcasting the Giants game? What was the thing that surprised you, or the thing that you said, well, I'm happy to be a broadcaster with here with the Giants?
I don't know that anything surprised me. In baseball, you're surprised every day because something new happens every day. Mm-hmm. Everybody denigrated Candlestick, and for a reason. It was cold and it was windy and it was ugly because they didn't appear to want to do anything to make it look better. But I always felt that we were kindred souls because I thought we were both big and ugly. We were both windy, and nobody could figure out how to get rid of us.
That's true.
So it worked. So Candlestick and I were just the same.
But a Sue Miller story, and the Juan Marichal, Roseboro, all kinds of things. But when Mays hit all those homers against the Braves in Milwaukee, that had to be a thrill.
Well, the amazing thing about that was Mays hit those in that same series. 2 days before Mays hit the 4 home runs, Warren Spahn pitched a no-hitter against the Giants.
Wow.
And then the Giants hit 8 home runs in that game.
8 home runs.
And Mays was coming up. There was a chance he was going to bat in the 9th inning. He batted 5 times. 4 times he hit home runs, one of them out of the stadium. The other time, Henry Aaron was playing center field, and Mays broke his bat, and Aaron jumped up against the fence in center field and caught the ball about a foot below the wall, or he had 5 home runs. Now he's due to bat in the 9th inning, and he was batting behind Jimmy Davenport, and Jimmy Davenport made the last out in the inning, and the Milwaukee fans booed him because they wanted to see Mays swing the bat again.
I know Joe Adcock hit at the top of the wall too one time.
Yeah, well, he hit in the Polo Grounds. He got 4 home runs and hit a double to straightaway center field.
Now, one other question. I know that when you and Russ did the games, and I was born in the Bay Area, and I listened to all your games, there was a back-to-back no-hitter. Gaylord Perry?
Gaylord Perry.
And then another...
Gaylord Perry beat Gibson, and then the Cardinals the next day
had a no-hitter.
And the name escapes me.
That is a good memory.
Yeah, I can't.
It's amazing. Yeah. Now, you got a lot of fans, millions of fans. I'm one of them. What are you doing now this year? Are you going to be broadcasting any games?
No. I told that they've brought me back to do special events like this Fan Fest, and I come back about 6 times a year. I go down to Phoenix for spring training for a week. But they said they wanted me to do something. I said, look, I retired because I couldn't do play-by-play anymore, and I haven't gotten any better since I've been retired. So, no, I don't want to do any play-by-play, but I'll just do the...
Thank God you showed up.
Just do the stuff for PR work.
Still play golf?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've managed to shoot my age every year since I've been over there, but it's slowly disappearing. I'm not hitting it. After a week after my 85th birthday, I shot 84, and so that was, and then now all of a sudden I'm not playing that good.
You don't look it.
So I got to live to be 125 to shoot it again.
You look good for your age, Lon. And I tell you what, you're such a legend. And Lon, thank you for coming on.
Jeff, good.
Hall of Fame broadcaster. Can't get better than that. Lon Simmons, everybody.
Situation where a base hit could change the picture. And it almost does. Willie McCovey hits a tremendous curving drive to right. But it's a foul ball, and the fans groan. McCovey slashes away again. A sizzling line drive, but it's right at Bobby Richardson. He grabs it as he played McCovey perfectly. The ball is hit with such power it seems to force Bobby's hands almost to the ground. The Yankees win 1-0 on a brilliant clutch effort by Ralph Terry, the hero of the 20th World Championship won by the New York Yankees.
Hey, I want to thank our guests once again for making this show possible. I want to thank legendary Hall of Famer, the baby bull himself, Orlando Cepeda, legendary broadcast Hall of Famer, Lon Simmons, and also Cy Young Award winner, Vida Blue, for making this edition of Jeff Stark Talk Show possible. Now, that's a little bit about the Giants' past. Let me tell you about the Giants' future. A lot of young players on the next Jeff Stark Talk Show, including John Bowker, first baseman. We also have Jack Tashner, Pablo Sandoval, and many, many more. So you want to miss the next Jeff Stark Talk Show as we broadcast at the Giants Fan Fest, San Francisco, Giants Fan Fest 2009. Until then, this is your host, producer, saying goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord always take a liking to you. The next time, happy trails. So long, everybody, from AT&T Park.